Ooh, one more session. Okay, I thought I'd share with you what is my routine now. You know, nowadays online there is this, what is my morning routine, what is my afternoon routine, what is my evening routine. I myself used to watch those videos to find the secret routine, the secret routine. Okay, meditation. Okay, drinking herba tea, drinking some strange gulabuli coffee, then mixing butter with coffee, then reading a book for 1 hour, then sleeping with my legs hung upside down and putting green light, blue light, yellow light. I've tried all that bullshit, man. I remember where routine used to be, get the fuck up, bath in cold water, go to school. In my younger days, that was the routine. And you don't follow the routine. For if you're not Indian, you'd not know this, but Indian or Pakistani, it's called the chappal routine. Chappal routine is when my father or mother would take the slipper and give me a whack straight away. That time there was no such thing as child abuse and rights and all that bullshit. So nicely you would get with the slipper. Your routine would automatically fall in place. So anyway, I've tried all the different routines. Not everything in the world, but I've tried enough. The reason being is I've had the flexibility of, living life on my own terms and on my own timing. So I understand that you have, most of you have a fixed schedule. You work for a company, or you have to get up on time or whatever. So I'll just tell you what is my routine. You can see what you can pick from that and choose. Okay. The first one which I do is, I read this from Satya Nadell's book. I can't get the name, yeah, fuck. It's a nice book, a hit refresh, yeah, Satya Nadell's book. And I watched a couple of his interviews whereby he speaks about the most powerful thing that he does after getting up. Given that he's a top level executive, for him health is very important, but his challenge is he keeps traveling around the world, so different time zones, and there's high pressure meetings. So the first thing which he does is, this is what he said, is immediately upon getting up, I wear my shoes and I go for a run. That's the first thing which he does. He goes for a run. That got etched into my head so badly. Even though I used to be a runner, or even though I used to go to the gym, those days it was big muscles. But as you get older, health is more important. So I was like, okay, I need to stick to this. Before it was more like I used to run for whatever, this goal setting and this and that. I'll put another video on goal setting. So I was like, I need to try this. Even though I was a half marathon distance runner, half marathon, I stopped in between, especially when it started to rain. Here in Thailand, it rains like cats and dogs sometimes, and sometimes it's so hot, and sometimes it's flooded. And so now I've managed to successfully have this strategy whereby I immediately upon waking up, whatever time I wake up, whatever time, I can get up 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock, I can get up at 7 in the night, whatever. Obviously in the night there is no light, so I cannot run. The first thing I do is run. The first thing. Now, in case I get up in the night, I'll opt for some other exercise. But generally I get up either morning or afternoon. So that has been a routine. I just put my shoes, nothing doing, just go run, okay? And in order to make it easier, what I tend to do is I tell my wife, keep my shoes ready, keep my socks ready, keep my shorts. I just wear the shorts. Then keep it all ready. I keep my iPhone, I keep my stick, the selfie stick, not my stick, selfie stick. then tissue, that is in case sweat goes in my eye, and a little water. So immediately upon getting up, it's very easy for me to just put the shorts, put the shoes, run. Okay, and when I come back, I know my phone is there, my selfie stick is there, and I'll be able to make my video and, you know, hit, like they say, hit two birds with one stone. So I'm finishing my content creation, at the same time I'm doing walking for exercise. So this is routine number one, not routine number, the one aspect of my routine. So this is very, very important for me. Okay, then obviously it is, you know, shower and brush my teeth, and I listen to YouTube, some talk, or I just check the headlines when I'm showering. And my shower process is not fast, it's a little slow. I like to really lather, soap, brush, and even when I brush, I don't brush fast. I, you know, like I brush until you can literally feel that minty, this thing, yeah, numbness in your mouth. I don't know, I just like to do that. Brush my tongue and just make sure that I'm perfectly ready, you know. And yes, I have bath in cold water. Before this ice bucket challenge came, just for your information, in India they used to have this traditional thing where they keep water for the whole night. They'll just keep the water overnight, and when you get up in the morning with a lota is a mug, you just pour it on your head and it's pretty ice cold. So even before the ice bucket challenge was invented, we had the Indian bucket challenge. So, and cold water is good. Cold water is really good. I know that when you have bath in hot water, it helps you relax. You tend to enjoy hot water much more. But over the years of trying hot water, cold water, and I've tried both. I've tried both because I was also a runner. I was also a, you know, I used to do triathlon. Cold water is the best. This is without a doubt. Yes, hot water does help you unclog the pores. It's good to have a hot water bath once a while. But if you have bath in cold water, you can be rest assured that your health will always be perfect. For me, I've never had any problems. In fact, if I could even put ice in the water and have bath with that, I would do that. Very nice. Very, really helps strengthen the immune system. So that's what I do. And my wife and baby also have bath in cold water. My baby, always cold water, never hot water. That's why I got the hot water disconnected so my wife wouldn't get tempted to have bath in cold hot water. Okay, so that's the second thing. The third one is I've made this a habit. I take my wife and my baby out for breakfast somewhere, anywhere. Not every time, but like we go out for breakfast, so a little quality time is spent together, or I go get breakfast for my wife if she's sleeping. Like today, she slept late at around 4 or 5 in the morning. So right now, I think it's around 7ish, 8. So she's still sleeping. So I'll go get breakfast for her. Okay. And so after that, when I come back, had my breakfast or had breakfast with my wife, I sit down. Now, the first thing that I tend to do is, you can do two things, okay? Either you can do the most important task, which you have to, and for me, that is any task that ensures revenue generation. For me, it's about making money. For me, it's not about this stage of my life. It's not about reading another book, studying something. I've done that. I've done that. I did that for, I think, 5-6 years, where I dedicated myself to reading, studying, learning. If I have to read, study, and learn, I do it some other time of the day. But now it's just making money. Hardcore focus. So immediately the first thing I ask myself, what can help me generate money? So either it is uploading a video, writing an article, content, anything that adds value to my brand, or if any customer or client has sent me, okay, I'm in need of your service. So that's important. However, the only exception to the rule is if something is urgent. Something is urgent but not important, I need to do that. For example, I play my online game Dominations. That is a attack, tank, war kind of strategy. So that is not important. Doesn't add any value other than entertainment. But because I'm part of an alliance, I need to complete my attacks. I need to attack another base. It's kind of like an online game. So if I don't complete that and I miss, my whole team gets affected, and I'm one of the senior most guys there. So even though initially it used to be an addiction, the game, now it's not. Now it's more like, because I've spent more than, like, I think for $10,000 put in the game, don't want the money to get wasted, so I just finish my attacks. That's about it. And it helps me creatively have a problem solving exercise, because I need to figure out how to attack the base, which troops, tanks, helicopters, this, that, planes, what strategy. So it's more like a mind game. Okay, finish that. Takes around an hour because I have 3 accounts. And then, obviously focus on work. That takes around 2-3 hours. By the time, generally what happens, by the time it is 4 o'clock or 5, between the times of 4 till 6 is where I have to take my wife to the market. And if I take my wife and my baby to the market, oh yes, I forgot. How could I forget this? My coffee in between. Without my coffee, my day doesn't start. Okay, so you can just go back a little bit. That is, when I go get breakfast, always have my 3 shots espresso. That is one thing. I have to have espresso on an empty stomach. No sugar, no nothing. It's very bitter. I have that. And I take iced tea, lemon. But it has, high sugar. But I like the iced tea lemon from Amazon. So I take it to have it later in the house during the day. Sorry, I forgot that. And I avoid eating until I reach home. So after the exercise, roughly 1 hour for exercise, 1 hour for this video, 1 hour for going there. So 3 hours after waking up, my system's empty. The first typical meal is coffee without sugar. And yeah, I allow that to remain empty for as long as I can push it, because the more empty you keep your system, the better it is, especially when you grow older. Fasting has amazing effects on your body. Eating less is much better than eating more. Okay, so coming back, between 4 to 6 is where I have to take my wife for the fruits, vegetable, meat, fish market. It's a 1 hour exercise. Not exercise in the sense, I take a 1 hour, get spent. We meet people, the regulars. We say hi, how are you, hello to all of them. We do the purchasing. I always eat this fried chicken from there. The fried chicken, each one cost 20 baht. That's 2 dirhams. So that's roughly less than $1, like a KFC style chicken, but just fried in oil. So I buy 2, and I have the 2 slices of bread, which I make toast. That's my normal regular lunch, if you may call it. My wife buys her sticky rice or whatever. Baby eats something along with the mother. Okay. So we finish that, and then comes the second part of the day. Second part of the day is always where, again, either I sit with my clients or do something related, but that time I relax a bit. So the first 3 hours of your day is hardcore focus. The next 3 hours of the day is a little less focus, It's not any hardcore kind of activity which requires 100% attention or focus. Okay, it's which will not tax your resources, your mind or whatever. And then this goes on until say 9 o'clock, and by the time I know Now my creativity is nearly gone. My patient level. You can see the dog today is not barking. I don't want to give him attention, otherwise he'll start barking. So okay, then comes the last 3 hours of the day. 3, 6, 9. So total 9 hours with 1 to 2 hours break in between. That's more or less the working day, you know. So the last 3 hours is where I unwind. I might listen more to YouTube videos, do content research, chat with people, uh, basically plan out for the next day. And during the last 3 hours of my day is where I'm busy eliminating, cleaning, and preparing for the next day. Like yesterday, what I did was uh, I finished uploading all the videos from my phone, uploading all the photographs, also from my PC. I invariably, I think, deleted a 12 or 13 terabyte. Terabyte is big, in case you do not know. Like your one hard disk which you buy is 1 TB. So 12 terabytes of data I deleted. Photographs, images, screenshots, bookmarks, articles, letters, emails. Just delete. Yes, so fucking crazy, man. I delete, and my PC, sorry, my laptop, I make sure that it is like completely empty. I run, in case you're a Mac user, this app, pretty sure everyone uses it. One is Clean My Mac. I use Clean My Mac, one of the best softwares for cleaning and making sure there's no residue left in your system. Another one is a Daisy Disk. It just identifies where the large files are there, which are the large files, and for me it's primarily videos, and just deletes. So my iPhone and my iMac, I reduce the capacity of content to just 20% is left. So 80% is deleted. 80 or 90% is deleted. So the only files that remain are the critical files. If I delete anything more, I'm in trouble. So, and I prepare for the following day. I keep my room clean. It has to be, like I clean the floor with alcohol. I clean the desk. There's a lot of dust always. And if you know, I stay in the forest. So I hate ants. I hate anything, any insects, anything. I like it to be like a hospital, like very sanitary, or whatever you can call it, with Dettol or whatever. It's perfect. So everything is in order. Well, the only challenge is having a baby. You keep everything in order. The baby comes in one go. Everything is out of the cupboard. Everything is a mess. Everything is so I get a little challenged over there. But predominantly everything is taken care of. Everything is kept in place and it's ready for the following day. The only slight change I might have with this schedule, with this routine is in between, if I feel I need to take a massage for my body, I normally take the thigh massage. It's a strong massage because as you get older, the flexibility reduces, so they pull in different directions. It's a painful thing. So where like my legs get knotted up, they soften the muscle, and I normally prefer either a man or a lady boy because they're like men. They're very strong. Ladies are strong, but they're not as strong as men. So I prefer a guy giving me a massage. It's really strong. Helps me relax. Blood circulation is very important. Oxygen is very important. Breathing. So yeah, that's the only, and the only other exception to the rule is where I believe I need to relax or just let go. So I force myself to take one day off, or I just play a game, or just take my wife and baby and go out. The whole day is spent just outside. Just spend time with them, that helps me kind of switch off. The extras that I can give you is when I'm overwhelmed with work or I feel it's a bit too much, I either meditate or I just take a nap, 10 minutes, just lie down, sleep, get up. Or if I feel I need to sleep a little bit more. Another thing which I tend to do is I avoid checking my smartphone, Facebook, WhatsApp. I just keep it away from me. Because the notification ting, 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 it just keeps coming. I just mute all of it so I can focus on my work. Others, you cannot focus on your work. And when I focus, I like to do 100%. In case my baby makes noise and drives me mad and all that. Now I've learned to zone out. But if it is a bit too much, I put my noise cancellation headphones and I listen to music. So there's nothing that distracts me or bothers me. Yeah, so that's more or less what my daily routine or productivity schedule is like. And I just repeat this. Yeah, evening, the only other thing is night before sleeping, sometimes we might go out to buy something for dinner. I take my wife out. Yesterday I didn't need to go out. I didn't need to buy anything, but I just went out with my wife and my baby for a round. Just went for a round, little fresh air or whatever. Just we got out of the house because we were there the whole day. So that's about it. So that's my schedule. Let me know if you have any questions, any comments. I always read them if I may not respond to them. And you'll always know I acknowledge them by the like or the heart. So yeah, no, that's it, guys. So anything, any topics, any questions, let me know. Take care.